and connect this. To the first one, which is the master. We're gonna come down, connect it to the CD-ROM, and finally we're going to connect this. Okay, and you see that little notch. That little notch is the one that tells you how it has to be put into the motherboard. So turn it, and we make sure that that is in place. Okay, and there you go. You have all your devices connected to your motherboard. Okay, the two cables that are pending. This is your this is the little connector that goes onto your turning on the system. So this is your on button, and if you notice down here, this is a connector. Okay, let's get the flashlight out so you can see better. The connector. Oh, that's even worse. So let's not do that. This is a connector for your power. So when you push in your power, that's what turns your system on. So I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so we have that in place. Okay, the other device the other things that we have are the USBs that are on the front side of the system. Okay, as you can see them right down here. Okay, and those get connected, and most motherboards have a series of different connectors up on top. Okay, you can tell this is an older motherboard, and this doesn't have newer connections that the newer hard drives have. Okay, so to place this one in, and I know this is tight, and you probably can't see past my hand. Okay, but that one goes right in here. Alright, so that would be all for all the cabling that gets connected onto the hard drive, and the next step would be to start connecting all the power from the power supply, all the cables of the power supplies to each and every device, and installing power to the motherboard. Okay, so now we're going to be placing in the power cords, but before we get to do that, I'm going to put the fan onto this little radiator kind of part, or the diffuser, and we'll take it from there. So let's grab that and make sure we put this one in place. This is what cools off the CPU when it gets hot. Okay, let's make sure. We have the right tip. If you notice, it moves around a little bit because these screws actually get pinched in between. There's really no hole for it. It just gets pinched in between the little aluminum parts that come up. Okay. on another system we had, there actually were screws or screw holes that you would connect the fan. Okay, that's in place. So let's go ahead and connect the fan. This is the power cord for the fan. So we're going to go ahead and connect that right down here. Okay, and that's connected. All right. So now we're going to start connecting all the power. Okay, let's start with the P1, which is a 20 pin connector. This is what gives the main power to the motherboard. Okay, and again, it has a little clip down there, so this goes in that slot right on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, right down here. Okay, so we're going to go right ahead, and there that is. Okay, the CPU also needs more power. Okay, and there is a auxiliary 4-pin. Okay, and that one goes connected right over here. Okay, you see that? All right, so we're going to connect that one right in here. This is to give extra power to the CPU. So that one's in place. Okay, so now we're going to start connecting. I'm going to put power onto. This is the power for the floppy. So that one comes right down here. Okay, make sure that's in place. We're going to also bring power to the hard drive. Okay, that one doesn't reach, so we're going to use this one. Okay, so now we got power on the hard drive. Alright, and the last two ones that need power are the CD-ROM and the DVD player. So let's make sure. Grab that one. And that one. Okay. So as you can tell, everything should be connected already. All the cables, everything is in place. Everything is connected onto the hard drive. Okay. A lot of times when cables don't reach, you can use something like this. Okay. And as you can tell, we connected everything. The reason why this existed is because the hard drive was a little further down, so this time we put it a little higher up, and that way we don't have to be using more connectors such as this one. We can just put this one away. Although my mom always says that I have pieces left over. Okay, so that concludes the building of the actual computer system. Now what we're going to do is put the face on it and put the side cover on it, make sure it's sealed completely, and then put the computer system together to turn it on. Okay, so the system is already in place. We're going to put the side panel onto it. Okay. Make sure that locks in. Alright, we're going to stand the computer up. And we're going to place the front panel onto it, which is fairly... Let's go ahead and put that in here first. And that's in place. So now it's time to turn it on and see if it works. Well, here's the moment of truth. We're going to turn the computer on to find out if this actually works. Okay? System's up. Hit the BIOS. Make sure that the system is running. We hit F1, initializing, and there it is. BIOS setup utility. So the system's ready to go. If we wanted to change the BIOS, we could change them at this point. As you can see, it tells you that the BIOS version is the HV8451, and that we have a Pentium 4. Okay, that is it.